What's up everybody, welcome to MG Tech. On today's video, I'll be building a Mini-ITX gaming PC using the new RVZ02 from SilverStone. With this build, I'll be focusing on two different factors. First, it has to look good in the living room next to the TV, just like a console. Second, it has to deliver a great gaming performance at 1080p. Alright, so before we mount anything, let's take a look at the parts.
Level 1. MDK versus Neowing.
First up, for the processor, I went with the 4-core i5 4690K. To keep the processor nice and cool, I went with the SilverStone AR06. This 58mm heatsink is one of the few options available that will fit inside the compact RVZ02. With this PC, I'm going with the red color scheme, and as you saw, the heatsink comes with a blue fan, so I'll be switching it up with this 92mm noctua fan. For the motherboard, I went with the Maximus 7 Impact from ASUS. This is simply the best Mini-ITX board I can use for my processor. Now for the RAM, I'll be using 8GB from G.SKILL, which is enough since this PC will be used exclusively for gaming. The MSI GTX 970 is the graphics card I chose for this build. This card will ensure a great 1080p gaming experience while at the same time go perfectly with my color scheme. This 250GB Samsung Evo will be my main storage device. I will also be installing a 480GB PNY SSD for additional storage. To power everything up, I'll be using this 450W SFX power supply from SilverStone. In order to make this case look even better, I'll be using two red LED strips. Finally, the main focus of this video, the sleek and stylish SilverStone Raven RVZ02. Let's not waste any more time and let's begin putting this PC together. As usual, I'll begin by installing the CPU. First up, I gotta open up the lever here. Then I'm going to take my processor, align it with the socket, and drop it into place. Now let's finish this up by closing up the lever. The next step is to install the heatsink. As you can see here, I've taken off the blue fan and installed the noctua fan. First things first though, I had to apply the thermal paste. Now the next part was a bit tricky. Had to flip over my heatsink. Then flip my motherboard over, align it with the standoffs, and slowly drop it into place. Now I have to secure the heatsink to the motherboard. As you can see here, I already have 3 screws in place. Now let's wrap this up by placing the last screw and tying up the rest of them. Before moving on to the next component, let me quickly flip the motherboard over so you can see the heatsink in place. Now let's move on to the RAM. This will most likely be one of the easiest steps of this whole build. I have to begin by opening up these two latches here. Then I'm going to take my first RAM stick, align it with the slot, and press down evenly until it clicks. Then I'll just repeat the same procedure with the second RAM stick. Now I have my RAM, CPU, and heatsink all ready to go. It's finally time to start working with the case. And I'll begin by removing one of the two lids. Let me just slide the lid off and set it to the side. Now I'm going to flip the case over so you can see just how compact the RVZ02 really is. The first component to go inside the case will be the power supply. I'll just have to set it inside the case, then secure it in place using 6 screws. Now I have to plug in my power extension cord cable. As you can see here, this cable runs all the way through the case and out the back. And to make sure the power supply doesn't move around inside the case, I'll be adding on this safety bracket. Let's move on to the motherboard, but first I have to install the I/O shield. This is really easy. All I have to do is align it, push until it clicks. By the way, I'm really loving that metallic look on the I/O shield. Alright, so back to the motherboard. I'm just gonna pick it up and set it inside. It can be a bit difficult aligning the I/O shield with the rear ports, but with a little bit of work, this should go right in. Okay, as you can see here, I already have my motherboard secured to the case, so it's time to move on to the next component, which is the SSDs. This is really simple. All I have to do is lift up the caddy here and slide them in. So here's the first one. Now the second one. Before I install the graphics card, I must first install these two PCI extensions. The first one will go right in the motherboard. Now on the other side, I have to secure it. The second extension will go right on top of the first one. With the two extensions now in place, I can finally install this awesome looking GTX 970. So let me just pick it up, set it over the second extension, align them together, and press down until it clicks. There you can see the extension. Alright, let me finish this up by securing the graphics card to the case. Well, I'm in the final stretch of this video. I have all my components installed. All there is left to do is to plug in all the cables. So I'll begin with the front panel cables. Next, I'm going with the front audio cable. This is going in the motherboard sound card. Up next is the USB 3.0 cable. It's gonna go right in this red port here. Now I have to plug in two SATA cables. First, I'll connect them to the motherboard. This first cable is going to be for my Samsung solid state drive. Now let me plug in my second SATA cable to the motherboard again. And this one is for my PNY SSD. Man, these cables are a mess. Not even connecting the power cables yet. So I might as well start off with the CPU one. Up next is the bulky 24 pin. Now I have to make sure I power my two SSDs with these two SATA cables. On the other side, I only need the cable to power my graphics card. With this card, I only need an 8-pin and 6-pin connector. Wow, these cables look a lot better. There really wasn't any room for any cable management, so I really had to work hard to arrange all of them. And as you can see here, this is literally the only spot I was able to place the LED strip on this side. However, on the other side, things were much different, since there's only one cable back here, and I was easily able to place the LED strip under the graphics card. Alright, so now that everything's ready, the only thing left to do is to put the lids back on and turn it on. Hold on, I don't think we're finished yet. I feel like this thing's still missing something. That's what I'm talking about. This case looks awesome, especially with those LED lights. After this build, I can easily say this is the best Mini-ITX case out there. But now it's time to see if it performs as good as it looks, so I'll be testing it on some of the latest games to see how it does. So that means it's time for me to take off. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to check out any future build videos we'll be having. Peace out.
lead you on.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Sun will set shortly. Guard post captured. You have arrived at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
I'm so done with this!